Hi, I'm Catalyst, and today we're going to talk about fiends. So, demons, devils, Deva, Djinn, whatever you want to call them. Also known as lower vibrational entities. There's a lot of misinformation and just fear-mongering around these beings and how they work and how to work with them. And I'm here to dismantle some of that today. I didn't want to miss anything, so I am kind of freeform talking here, but I did write a script that I am going to read because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, and then maybe talk more afterwards as well and add on to my experience. Just like humans, spirits have unique cultures and all different kinds of beliefs. Humanity itself has always been a very polarizing topic among these myriad of entities. In the grand scheme of human existence, we are both capable of wonderful possibilities and terrible destruction. We are a very violent species, and our existence is met with a varying reaction. There are many types of spirits that feel resentment and even betrayal over our treatment of them and the world we share. So it's reasonable to assume that beings like fiends and fair folk, for example, are not exactly happy with us as a whole. They need a reason to like us as individuals before they have any motivation to truly help us. Initial interactions with a fiend will always start with the practitioner on their back foot, because we have to prove ourselves worthy of a real relationship. No matter the potential we possess, if we do not have any compatible traits aligned with the fiend's goals, they have no motivation to temper us into vessels that understand our power and know how to wield it. They would have more motivation to manipulate us or use us for their personal gain. This is not a fiend-exclusive trait. Even humans behave this way. What is the point of investing in someone who is only there to take from you without thought of giving back? Especially someone who comes from a long line of people who spread hateful propaganda about you and chase you into the shadows to be reviled by all of humanity. What makes you different from someone like King Solomon? What makes you different from the bands of men who raze all the wilderness down and hunt animals into extinction? You have to show them before they will return you any real favors. The nature of this relationship means that a fiend will never coddle you. They would rather lure you into a sense of complacency so that you will want to seek them for comfort. Just like any spirit, fiends feed on energy, and emotionally charged energy can be very potent and valuable to them. They will happily trade attention for a siphon on your feelings. This exchange is not always a negative one, as a well-defined relationship with a fiend can work in this dynamic. We naturally expel energy when we vent our feelings, whether that is through crying and sadness, through anger and ranting, or some other form of expression that releases your emotions into the universe. This energy can be shepherded in many different ways, even by ourselves and our personal spells and rituals. But you lose nothing by delegating a working like that to a higher power that may have a better idea on how to move that energy in the direction you need it to go. Fiends are just as capable of this exchange, but they need a reason to work with you first. Either that or you spend your entire time working beneath a very micromanaging contract, sleeping with one eye open at all times, constantly checking your notes and your steps and waiting for the inevitable slip-up. Why wouldn't a fiend wait for their chance to get over on you in a situation where you've approached them through suspicion and distrust? Why wouldn't they be the very thing you expect them to be, if for no other reason than spite? These creatures can be very fickle, especially when spurned, so approaching with the right level of respect is important. The right approach will have a fiend help transmute your anger into motivation, or your grief into healing. The wrong approach will have them teaching you other lessons, still generally beneficial to your growth in the long run, but infinitely more painful and troublesome to work through. Another aspect about fiends is that you will rarely find them to be particularly disappointed in your failures, nor will they jump to help you through a problem of your own making. They can actually be quite aloof or even encouraging of you heading down the wrong path. It is different when circumstances are out of your control, as they will often interfere for better or worse if it benefits them. Please remember that most fiends exist from a primordial concept. Asmodeus, for example, embodies passion. This includes lust, ambition, and wrath. No matter how I express these energies, whether they build me up or they bury me, I still honor him. Gambling away my wealth for the sake of short-term gain will honor him just as much as investing my money into an independent business. Sleeping with multiple people for fun honors him just as much as maintaining a loving, committed relationship with a healthy sex life. Losing my temper and looking like an angry fool honors him just as much as exacting calculated revenge. I honor him whether I fail or succeed, but only some of these options will honor me. It's not his job to hold my hand and walk me to the answer. It is his job to temper me and teach me how to fight for what I want, to reach out with my own hands and take it for myself. He won't put great effort into changing my trajectory, even when he does speak up about it. He will let me wallow. He will let me fail. He will let me give up. He will even comfort me in my darkest moments, but he will not rescue me. He expects me to rescue myself, and I am better for it. Now, I wrote this before I decided that I was going to stop working with him. He and I made some agreements in which I would talk about him on social media as I do this, just to bring awareness to him and beings like him and try to break down the stigmas surrounding working with them. I'm not banishing him or, trying to escape a toxic relationship. I think that my work with him was incredibly beneficial. And I think that I was afraid to end things because of the preconceived notions that I've been taught about his kind. There was a fear of retribution, or that I would upset him and that he would try to wreck my life in some way. But the truth is that as long as I hold up my end of the bargain, which was a reasonable ask, he has no reason to be upset with me. And if I didn't hold up my end of the bargain, then I would be the one betraying him, using him for how he helped me, and then not returning any sort of favor that I had promised. That would be on me. And at that point, I would say I deserve some retribution. So it takes some accountability, and it takes knowing that this is a give and take relationship. He's not here to help me just because he cares about me. He's getting something out of my relationship with him. And though he's taking a back seat in my practice, I think I'll always have some kind of connection to him and be grateful for the help that he offered in teaching me self-reliance, teaching me to be more sharp and pay attention and listen to myself and listen to my body and sense when I'm spiraling and try to put the puzzle pieces together myself instead of expecting someone to save me. Because I've been in a fight or flight mode working through trauma for most of my life, and it's made me stagnant. It's made me afraid. And because I'm afraid of failure, I'm just as afraid of success. I don't trust it. And so I have this habit of sabotaging myself, of not doing what I want to do or what I need to do or what I feel called to do, and just being trapped in inaction and kind of convincing myself that I'm incapable. And working with him helped me confront those feelings, not because he pulled me out of it, but because he allowed me to really face those parts of myself and almost wallow in them. And I had to accept those pieces and come to understand them and have compassion for them without the shame attached, and know why they exist and try to heal those pieces. And now that I'm coming out of that place where I felt so small and powerless that I needed someone to pull me out of the dark, and I'm at a place now where I feel more capable of stepping into my own power. So my phone died around the end of that video, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope that you enjoyed what I had to say about working with Fiends, and if you have any questions or critiques, let me know in the comments.